Hey everybody, welcome back. It is April 3rd, I think. Not April Fool's Day, that's for sure. As you can see, we're back in the shop here at Rudy's, and I just want to give you a quick update as to what I've been up to the last few days. I do have to give a shout out to Crazy Dave. I have to do a video related to, there's a What's in Your Pocket challenge, so I have to do that, but it's going to be in a separate, probably a video short we'll do on that. But thanks to Dave for the shout out, I appreciate it, and I'll have to think of some more people to nominate for that. I got a few ideas, but moving on, what I've been up to. A lot of work at my primary job, and then a lot of work here at Rudy's. Trying to kind of gear up for both Le Sueur swap meet and Baraboo, so we've been doing a few extra Magnetos and trying to get some stuff ready for him to bring down there so he can sell stuff right off the table down there. But I'll give you a quick show. Obviously you saw the two videos for the H4 Magneto and the Fairbanks Morris FMJ. So real quick, here are the Fairbanks Morris FMJ, the H4, and then yesterday I finished up this DLTX carburetor, which is kind of unique. We had to do a little bit of research on this carburetor because we found in this little area here there should be a drill plug, but there's just a brass piece of solder, or I guess it wouldn't be solder, but there's a brass plug that's melted in there along with all the other areas that have, or are supposed to have, drill plugs in them. This is actually an aftermarket replacement carburetor from probably the 80s-ish, 60s, 70s, 80s we were told, and it's a DLTX 107UA, which means universal application. This one happens to be for a John Deere B, and it turned out great. Turned out really nice, so can't go wrong with a carburetor done by Kenny Kizzle, right? So anyways, this is just one of the carburetors I've done. Done a few other things here, trying to get ready for Connor's Super M to go back together. Well, let's go out there. I spent quite a bit of time yesterday going through all of the bolts, and I've still got some more to do, but I'll just kind of show you here. See if I can grab a couple bags. Oh, that's the head studs. That one's not done yet. But this one here, these are the galley plugs for the Super M block. Everything is getting run through the blasting cabinet, all the bolts, all the fasteners, and we are going to wire wheel them to polish them all up so that we can reuse a lot of the old hardware. You know, the dot head bolts for the internationals. So that's what we're working on today because Rudy doesn't have anything for me. So I'm going to work on sandblasting the rest of the bags of bolts that I have here. I think I got about 6 bags. The only ones I'm not doing are the cylinder head stud nuts. So those ones will just degrease and reuse. But I've got 6 bags down here, and then I've also got a couple pieces off the Case SC, a couple original hose clamps. I always like to clean these up and try and straighten them the best I can because they're original. They're really unique clamps. And then one last thing for the Case SC. Let's walk back in the shop here, or the other portion of the shop, is the dash panel. It's very common for these Case SC dash panels to crack from this gauge to the top edge here. So what I did was I cleaned off the backside, and I'm going to run a quick bead of weld on that to hold it together, and we'll see how the front side looks. I might weld both sides, we'll see, but we'll see how it all comes together. So that's what I'm working on today. So let's clean some bolts and get after it. Okay, well, it's not a perfect weld, but it'll hold. I don't get to practice welding so much. Let me turn my microphone around. Let's get you guys figured out here. Sorry for the excess noise. There we go. So, I don't get to weld a whole lot, but it'll hold. It's good enough. It's on the back side anyway. I'm not going to weld the front, but give you guys a close look at all the bolts that we've cleaned. They still need to be wire wheeled, but they're all blasted and ready to go. So that's going to do it. That's going to do it for this update. So I hope you guys enjoyed. You know, there really wasn't much wrenching or anything, but at least you got to see a little sneak peek. Oh, I almost forgot. This little doodad here is the, I guess you could call it the keeper or the collar for the choke shaft on the SC. And this nut was seized to the brass. Not only that, but this collar had been broken off the top. So I fixed it, I peened it over, cleaned up the threads, sandblasted it, heated it up and got that nut loose, and should be able to reuse it. So that's good. But that's going to do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and stay tuned, because we're going to build ourselves a Super M motor pretty soon here. Excuse me, Super M engine. Motors are electric, so let's not start that whole debate. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one.